The best party I've ever been to was at Blank's house.
Puffy's 50th birthday. It was so sick.
Yeah.
Epic.
This is Paris Hilton with P. Diddy, an agent.
Okay, we gonna have DJ Cassidy right now get on the ones and twos. We fed y'all, we gave y'all some drinks, now it's time to enjoy life. This is a celebration of life. This is a legendary white party. It's the real white party. Make some noise if you've been here before. Okay. And to all the kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away, so I'm good. All right, DJ.
Paris Hilton's world just got turned upside down after it got revealed that she just might get dragged into Diddy's drama. Apparently, it seems the feds want to bring on Paris as a star witness in their case against Diddy because turns out Paris allegedly knew everything. Now, rumors have it that Paris didn't just know what Diddy was up to, but she witnessed everything. Allegedly, Paris was so involved that she allegedly introduced Kim Kardashian into that life, and now the feds want to use her to bring down Diddy. You guys aren't ready for this because what Paris allegedly knows could bring down a lot of celebrities in Hollywood. So grab your seats and buckle up because it's about to be messy.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Now, for years, Diddy's parties were the heartbeat of Hollywood celebrity culture, the kind of exclusive events that didn't just make headlines, they used to set trends. And among the most iconic of them all were the infamous white parties. Luxe, invitation-only events drenched in opulence, dripping with star power, and known as the playground of the elite. If you were anybody in Hollywood, you made sure you got an invite. Enter Paris Hilton, the ultimate early 2000s it girl. Long before influencers became a thing, Paris was the blueprint, and she was practically a fixture at Diddy's events. These weren't casual drop-ins either. Paris was at every major Diddy party, often front and center, glammed up in her signature white outfits, decked out in rhinestones, and of course, rocking that iconic Paris nameplate necklace. Paris's presence at Diddy's parties was so huge that Getty Images have an archive of over 500 pictures of Paris just from these parties. Now, their friendship was more than just for show. It was a powerful alliance in the celebrity social circuit. Paris brought the paparazzi magnetism. Diddy brought the A-list pull. And together, they helped cement the vibe of the early 2000s. Outrageous, flashy, and exclusive. Paris was such a huge deal to Diddy that she was even low-key responsible for introducing Kim K to the Diddy party lifestyle. You see, back in 2006, Kim used to work for Paris as her stylist. And that year, Paris brought Kim along to her first Diddy white party. There's even that unforgettable photo of Paris and Diddy deep in animated conversation at a white party, both dressed in sharp white ensembles, surrounded by the glitz of a high society spectacle. Guys, these parties weren't just glamorous, they were strategic. They were places where music was debuted. Remember when Jay-Z and Beyonce premiered songs? Careers were reinvigorated and alliances were formed. Being in that room meant status, and Paris Hilton's consistent presence there told the world she was more than a tabloid star. She was in with the industry power players. It's striking to look back now, especially considering how many of those names from Diddy to others in his circle are now being re-examined in light of recent investigations, allegations, and resurfaced controversies. In hindsight, what once looked like a glittering night of harmless fun now raises deeper questions about what really went down at those parties and who knew what.
These are the Diddy pictures Hollywood doesn't want you to see. Every A-list celebrity from Leonardo DiCaprio to Mariah Carey can be seen partying with the disgraced rapper at his various get-togethers dating back to 1998. Here's a shot from one of Diddy's white parties with Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton in the background. And here he is with Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore at another party in 2009. Russell Brand, Chris Brown, Lil' Kim, Nicole Richie and Tommy Lee are just a few of the other big-name guests, while another picture from Diddy's East Hampton house shows two women pouring champagne down another woman's throat in the pool.
Now here is where things get pretty interesting, because allegedly the feds seem to be of the opinion that Paris might have played a more integral role than people first knew. It's alleged Paris might have witnessed a lot of Diddy's crimes, and the feds want to use this to bring Diddy down. Apparently, during one of these parties that Paris attended, Diddy hired young women for intimate time, and things took a wild turn. Now we are learning all of this from a woman identified only as Lisa, who attended this Diddy party where Paris Hilton was at, and it adds further weight to the mounting accusations of misconduct, coercion, and organized exploitation tied to Diddy's high-profile events. What makes Lisa's story especially unsettling is the contrast between the public narrative and the private reality. On the surface, Diddy's 2004 white party in the Hamptons was promoted as a civic-minded event, co-hosted with Sony under the Vote or Die campaign, aimed at increasing minority voter turnout. Diddy even made a dramatic entrance by helicopter, reinforcing his image as a larger-than-life celebrity, using his platform for good. But according to Lisa, what was really happening that night was a calculated, predatory system. She describes being approached by a man allegedly working on Diddy's behalf, who suggested that hanging out with Diddy after the party would be an intimate honor. When Lisa declined and pointed out that her husband, a Sony employee, was present, the man's response was dismissive and irritated, reinforcing the transactional, dehumanizing nature of the offer. Her friend, who said yes, later confided that she regretted the experience and shouldn't have gone. These allegations echo a pattern laid out in multiple lawsuits, including one filed by Philip Pines, a former Diddy employee who claimed he was routinely assigned to arrange and clean up after what he described as days-long orgies nicknamed Wild King Nights. Pines said these events involved red light setups and alcohol, adult machines including a $1,100 machine nicknamed the Power Banger. A deliberate effort to erase evidence post-party Pines lawsuit alleges serious crimes, battery, harassment, and trafficking charges that go far beyond moral failing into the realm of criminal enterprise. His claims also line up with the timeline and culture Lisa described from the early 2000s, suggesting that what happened at the 2004 party may not have been an isolated incident, but part of a long-standing system of exploitation masked as luxury. Now, with Diddy arrested last September on racketeering and trafficking charges, and his trial well underway, the world is starting to look back at the carefully curated image he projected for decades, one bolstered by celebrity friendships, media influence, and cultural power. Now, Paris Hilton, who was present at these events, is not accused of any wrongdoing, but her name is now being mentioned, and it's not looking good. Now, people aren't exactly looking at Perry as a perpetrator, but as part of the celebrity circle that gave these parties their legitimacy and allure. And that's a key point. The celebrity clout surrounding Diddy's parties helped hide what may have been happening just out of view, something Lisa's story and others now bring into sharp focus. These revelations underscore just how dangerous and manipulative power can be when cloaked in fame, wealth, and influence. Now, Diddy's parties took place in the most expensive street in LA, where the rich hide behind sky-high fences, and even the legendary Playboy Mansion is just a few doors down. But today, the spotlight is burning literally on Diddy's mega mansion. What really went down behind those towering gates when Diddy had Paris and all his other celebrity friends over is just shocking. Neighbors say it was non-stop chaos. According to BBC, police were called to the estate 14 times over just 7 years. And remember, this is Beverly Hills, where people pay for peace, privacy, and zero drama. So when these neighbors start spilling tea anonymously, you know it was serious. One said, "It was just parties, 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 and for years." She claimed women were seen stumbling out of the house at all hours, lost, with their underwear showing. And it was all after Diddy's infamous white parties, which Paris Hilton helped legitimize. These were supposed to be the height of glamour. A-list celebs, all-white dress codes, champagne showers. Diddy once said it was all about breaking racial and generational barriers. But now, a dark cloud looms over the glitter. In another jaw-dropping lawsuit filed this week. A man says he attended the very first white party back in 1998 at just 16 years old. According to the lawsuit, he was thrilled to be among celebs and industry giants until he had a chilling encounter with Diddy himself. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy told him he had the look, took him to a private room, and then we all know what happened next. It was, Diddy allegedly said, a rite of passage to make it in the biz. Don't you want to break into the business? He reportedly asked, and that's not all. 2 more lawsuits have dropped, painting a disturbing pattern. One from former adult film star Adria English, who says she was groomed into trafficking after working multiple white parties where Paris Hilton was reportedly in attendance. She claims drinks were Another anonymous accuser, a man who worked security at a 2006 party, claims he was R-worded by Diddy himself. Altogether, over a dozen lawsuits have now been filed. The allegations: assault, trafficking, coercion. Both men and women say they were either forced or pressured into adult time by Diddy or people close to him. Some claim their careers were ruined when they didn't go along with it. Of course, Diddy's legal team is firing back, calling the lawsuits a publicity stunt and insisting there's no truth to the claims. A spokesperson told the BBC Diddy's white parties were iconic, a celebration of hip-hop, Hollywood, and black excellence. They say the media is twisting memories, shaming guests, and linking innocent events to false allegations. But with this many lawsuits, the internet is asking, where there's smoke, is there fire? But what do you think? After years and years of celebrities like Paris Hilton using their fame to legitimize Diddy's parties, do you think they should also now cooperate with the feds and tell them everything they allegedly know about Diddy? Comment below what you think. Were these just legendary parties caught up in controversy, or was it a dark secret hiding in plain sight? Don't forget to check out our other videos so you can keep all up to date with all the latest tea. Till next time, BTT.